Forever. Dog.
Crazy Jane salt. Did you guys ever have Crazy Jane salt? Where are the fucking ingredients?
I don't think salt has ingredients.
Salt is
Where's
ingredient.
the ingredients list on this salt?
It's a seasoned salt. Let me read it to you. Ingredients.
What
Salt.
are the macros?
Alayna, stop interrupting. You're interrupting a gay disabled woman. Okay? And my stress level is directly correlated to my pain. Salt. Herbs and spices.
What is herbs and spices?
They're herbs and spices, Alayna.
That needs an ingredients list.
They don't have to give away their secret recipe. You don't know about Coca-Cola? The greatest company in American history. And their secret ingredients list?
Cocaine.
No. I just was watching a story about a cat that fell into a barrel and a man of water, like sludgy rain residue water, and the man saw it on the surveillance camera, and I'm assuming at his job, and he saved the cat. And in my opinion, despite what we do for a living, that should be the only thing allowed on the internet. In my opinion, the internet should be for stories, happy, good stories about animals. I feel about the internet the way that old people on a Carnival cruise sometimes feel about comedy, which is that it should be clean, it should be a place to escape, it should be a positive experience. I don't want to think when I'm in there.
Like, you're erasing us. You're erasing our jobs.
Alayna,
Ashley, this is our job.
Don't care anymore.
Oh, no.
I am at a point now with the internet where I fully don't care, and my platform, Ashley Gavin, 2024, cats only.
Cats only. We're kind of already doing that. We do a lot of cat content.
But
on this
this is what I'm
podcast.
watching. This guy saved this
What
cat.
was the 20-pound Saint Bernard part?
He was saying that he wasn't a cat person, so he didn't know. He didn't know a lot. He is a Saint Bernard.
Wow.
Hey, Mac.
Hey, Mac.
What's your fucking problem? What's that face?
We were having a lovely conversation about cats,
We were.
saving animals,
Oh,
cat converts.
is Mac frozen? Matt?
Yes.
I'm wondering if I should use my hotspot because I'm worried about this Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Let's just nip it in the bud. Did you know that the saying is nip it in the bud?
Yes, I did know it was nip it in the bud.
Until maybe sometime last year, I thought it was nip it in the butt.
I was also a butt nipper until recently, but
Wait,
not as recent
Then
as
what
you.
happened? Then what happened, Ashley?
Someone probably ruthlessly corrected me in public. That's probably
I just
what
don't know how one goes like from a butt nipper
to a
to
butt
a
nipper.
non-butt nipper just so quickly. After years of butt nipping?
I
Well,
say
you meet someone you love.
Once a butt nipper, always a butt nipper.
That's what I
It's-
say. That was my belief too.
Mac, where's your mic? Mac.
What's going on over there, Mac?
In my
You
defense,
okay?
I literally had to evacuate. And so, yeah, I forgot my mic.
And you didn't grab the mic.
No. Well, okay. Should I just
I
dive
always
into my
grab the
update?
mic.
I had a weird week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
are you
us.
okay? I
thing-
didn't know that you were in.
Yeah, I'm fine.
In the
It was, like,
hurricane,
not a
in
big
the
deal.
eye of the hurricane.
Well, we had to drop my girlfriend's friend off at the Orlando airport Monday. And so then we ended up just staying up here and because our where we were was in an evacuation zone, so I didn't actually get to pack stuff. We just stayed up here.
Right.
Because we
Oh,
kind
so
of
you're
tried
still
to
in
drive
Orlando?
back, and then the rain got insane, and it was an hour and a half to 2 hour drive. So yeah, I'm in Orlando right now. But
Are you guys staying at Disney World?
no.
You should have stayed at Disney World.
That's where all the best evacuees went.
I
I
just
you're
was there.
ranking them?
and I can tell you exactly which things are worth it and which things are not. You should go.
In Disney?
Yeah.
I would actually appreciate an itemized list of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's my update, that's all. I'm fine. But that's why I don't have a mic. So Ashley was just bullying me because I had to evacuate for a natural disaster. and she was just bullying me because I don't have a microphone because I couldn't get home, and I tried, and I
Sounds
got
like you
out of
don't
the
love
car
this
and I was
family.
swimming, and I couldn't get there.
I think if you
almost
loved this
drowned.
family, you would have gone home for the mic. That's what I think, son.
That sounds like a you problem, Mac. I don't know.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, I guess I just decided to choose myself.
You know, a real Floridian wouldn't evacuate it at all. You know, real Floridians, they are
Yes,
like,
and
"Ah,
I'm
we deal
probably
with this
not a
all."
real Floridian. Actually,
Okay,
is the
but
point of that.
speaking of Floridians and Florida and on you being in danger, Mac, today the Canadian government released a travel advisory for queer Canadians for the USA as a whole, specifically Florida. We
Really?
literally have a national travel advisory in place right now for queer people, warning them that going to the USA might be dangerous.
That's crazy.
What?
I wonder what prompted that.
The hurricane, probably.
All queer
That's
people or
crazy.
trans people specifically?
They listed, it's like the LGBTQIA2S plus community.
Oh, we have an
like,
S
you know.
now?
Wow, I can't imagine feeling that cared for by my government.
Oh yeah, two S, two spirit. That's a.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
if you guys. Is that something that language you use down there? Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of discussion around it, but yes.
Yeah, two spirit for anybody who's not familiar. It's an indigenous identity, indigenous term for queer people. Some queer people. Yeah, that just came through like before we started recording, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" Like, it's not.
Okay, but
it's not
seriously,
just,
was there something specific that like prompted that, or it's just
yeah.
because
So
of
they
everything?
list like the Ron DeSantis stuff in the legislation. Yeah, they talked about the Don't Say Gay
Yeah.
bill, basically that teachers are required now to teach students that sex is unchangeable. They're required to use a person's assigned pronouns, like not their necessarily identified pronouns. Yeah, laws. They listed laws restricting drag shows, restricting access to appropriate bathrooms for trans people, just all sorts of terrifying stuff. Oh, gender affirming healthcare for youth. Like, they listed all of that stuff. So yeah, very, very much trans specific, but they
Yeah.
didn't specifically
Yeah.
say this is a travel advisory for trans folks. They said the community.
That's
So
awful.
just like if you were worried about the hurricane, here's another thing.
It's a different.
No,
kind
but
of
you're in good
hurricane.
old St. Pete. Or were good
Well,
old
not
St. Pete.
anymore.
Yeah, now you're in Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orlando is a very gay-friendly city.
Is
Let's
it?
not
I've
let's
really
not
been
knock
out
Florida to the ground. Orlando is very gay-friendly. Because all those people working the theme parks, you think those people are straight? Those people are fucking gay, dude. Those are gay people.
much. Yeah, I mean, jury's out, but it's not looking good.
And Disney has done a lot to because they know so much of their fan base is queer. They've attempted a lot to try and push back against some of this stuff. Oh man. Okay, well, way to start on a
Yeah.
light note.
Yeah,
Good
sorry.
update.
I found the article. Do you want me to read more depressing stuff, or
I actually
should we move past
don't want that. As I said, the internet is for cats
That's
and not for education.
true. Just like Florida schools.
Hey, Alayna, that was funny.
That was really good.
Thanks. No offense. I also know that there's so many teachers in Florida that like don't actually believe this stuff and now are just required by law and like for fear of losing
Yeah.
their jobs and being persecuted.
I was about to say these poor teachers. I cannot
Yes.
imagine.
Yes. Yes.
But thank God the kids are finally learning right from wrong. Am I right? And this is
Thank
not
God
a joke.
for
I mean this
Florida.
sincerely.
Of
Sometimes
course.
the right thing is the hard thing.
Sometimes
Like a man's
the right
cock,
thing
Alayna.
is the right
a man's cock.
thing. Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to the Chosen Family Podcast. We're usually not this upset We can tell you that
No, I'm upset.
from jump.
No, I'm
Yeah,
usually
Ashley's
upset.
actually always this upset.
But Ashley's usually like upset in a more, in like an up way. Like Shelley.
Yes,
a
like
cute
almost
way.
like it's fake in a character choice. That's crazy.
No, I don't think it's like that at all. I think this is who you are. I don't think any of us. I think
It's
we're all
almost like
exactly
it's like
the
a
same.
rehearsed indignity that makes people laugh. Sorry, I am in a fucking mood, and I did not wake up
Yeah.
that long ago. I'm having a pain flare. I'm in
Oh.
a fucking mood.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm just in a fucking mood.
And
I'm in a
you're
mood.
our dad, Ashley Gavin.
Yes,
Well, not my dad. You're my ex-husband.
you can call me Dad. You can
I'm not
call
gonna
me.
call you that.
You
I'm
can-
not gonna do that.
Alayna,
and I'm
you could
Alayna
also-
Joy.
You could call me the other thing. You could call me.
I'm not doing that. I'm not even gonna say the other thing.
I'm
that
just
word.
putting it in your brain.
The internet is for cats, not for the
Did
D
I
word,
miss
Ashley.
something?
The D word. What's that, Mac?
What is this? The internet's for cats.
Oh yeah, you weren't
Oh.
here.
What about dogs?
I don't scroll. Dogs are fine too. I don't scroll on the internet, but Jen and I send each other back and forth like animal videos. And I was watching one.
You should look into the monkeys if that's your vibe right now.
Monkeys are cool. What's going on with monkeys?
They are so fucking cute. That's what my girlfriend sends me. It's like monkeys and cows.
Oh,
And
all right.
good.
It's a level up from the cats. The deeper you go, the more exotic the animals become. Because cows.
Ashley's
are
on
very-
level 1. She started with cats.
Yeah.
Rescuing
Really
cats.
rude.
Which
I
do
don't-
it at your own pace.
Why would you take something that I love and enjoy and then gamify it and try and tell me I'm not good at it? That's not what family does. Okay?
Again, I'm having to choose myself right now.
Oh, Mac, this is Kate. I came into this episode with like, I'm like excited because
Yeah,
I
you're
had
rested
an
and
exciting
refreshed and you
thing,
have like a big update.
and then I'm sorry that you two aren't feeling this way.
I'm actually came into this episode like really curious about how your thing went because
Yeah, I am too.
every
So
time
please
I
tell
text
us.
about it, everybody's like, "Shut up, Mac! Like, we're gonna kick you out of the group chat. Like, we have to talk about it."
That's
all
really
privately."
rude to
say that.
Everybody, because there's only one other person. You ask
Everybody.
Alayna how it was, and then I tell you to shut up. That was so fucking rude.
I forget. that, like,
Everybody in the group just tells me to shut up. Everybody threatens to kick me off the podcast.
can you imagine like the producers are in the group chat with us, and I'm like, they all said it to me.
Our group chat has like 7 people. Well, okay, I'm sorry that you're having a pain flare up, Ashley.
No, I'm okay. I don't know
Well-
what's going on.
So, you never really updated us about how that procedure
Well,
went.
because I didn't want to get false hope about how well it was going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one feels really different than some of my last ones, but it is around the time that it flared up last year.
Oh.
So I'm really nervous that it will last the same amount of time because that was so rough. But I don't really want to get into it. When I have more information, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a mini CPT today.
Yeah. There's nothing really to say. It just sucks. It's just awful.
Yeah.
I will say it is really fun to call my girlfriend ableist all the time, no matter what's going on. That is really, really fun. It's really fun to, in a sarcastic but also sincere way, yell, "I'm a disabled gay woman. I'm a proud disabled gay woman." That's really fun. Would I trade that for my hip feeling better? Hard to say.
Hard to say,
I
okay.
do really like claiming those jokes as my own, so that's good. But also, my hip hurts, you know?
Yeah, but
So
also
Yeah.
it hurts. Well, and also, your hair looks incredible.
yeah.
Luscious,
know what
I'm
thinking?
flowing, shiny.
I think you guys just compliment me on my hair when I'm not wearing a hat. I think my hair always looks good.
Maybe your hair always looks like that.
Yeah, it always
I
looks
don't know
like
if you're
this.
gonna hate this or love this, but just I need you to separate the hair from the rest of the person. I was watching The Princess Diaries yesterday.
Oh,
When she gets the hair makeover.
yeah, I'm happy to
from
be compared to
Paolo.
Anne Hathaway any day of the week. Are you joking?
That's what
She's
it's giving.
stunning.
Wow, yeah.
Thank you.
And he's like, only Paolo could take this and turn it into a princess. And you're the princess.
You're a
Thank you.
princess today, Ashley.
I do feel that I have the girl who takes off the glasses vibes.
Right.
People don't realize,
How hot women are when they take off their glasses.
although there was that full genre in the
I'm like,
90s.
That's like the one
No,
thing.
underappreciated. No, they could have done more.
But I do feel that I am a beautiful lady.
Yeah.
I think if I were straight, I would need to go to the gym more, but I would be killing it.
I'm still reeling from this idea that like it's just when you take your hat off, because I think you're right. I think one, you're not wearing a hat, and so I'm like, oh my god, your hair is beautiful. And two, for once, it doesn't look like you're filming on a potato. Like I can actually see you.
Wow.
Most of the time when
that
we
felt like
record
a
these,
dig.
no.
That felt like a
Most of the
dig.
time when we record these, you're very pixelated, and so I can't like actually see you. And then today, it's kind of gone now a little bit, but like for like the first 10 minutes, I could actually see you, and I'm like, wow, Ashley looks sad but beautiful.
Wow.
That's my gender.
I identify as sad. But
Sad
beautiful.
but beautiful. I'm sorry that I'm
Beautiful.
yeah.
Sorry that I'm just so hot.
No, I'm sorry that I've been you guys know. Like I've been down. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep things on the up, and also like I feel comfortable saying this, like I think it's pretty obvious why I've been down, and anytime I do anything wrong, I always try to own up to the part that I could control.
Well, and I think if people are here watching, listening, they're with us, they're here because they feel it. You know?
And maybe one day I'll talk about it, and maybe one day I won't, because I'm not looking to get into fights on the internet. Like that's also a huge part of why I have not discussed it very much. Like so little constructive stuff came out of this.
Yeah.
For anybody.
Yeah.
The number one reason I didn't talk about this is because it went right wing, and then queer people's lives were threatened that were not just my own.
Yeah. At your shows.
Yes. So
And people you love.
yes, and people
which
I
is
love.
so fucked. Like.
So that is why I was very, very quiet. And one day I hope that I can talk about it. But the irony of it all, that I cannot do anything, and the sadness of people feeling hurt, fucked me. I'm pretty fucked up from it. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
I know that a lot of people from day one have been asking you, have been asking us, saying, talk about it. And there's so many things to consider within that. One being, which I don't think people think about too much, one being your mental health. You know, like it's not as simple as just talk about it. Like this was traumatic and it's ongoing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think the pushback there would be like, well, you put yourself in this situation, so therefore you have to own it. And you, even though, you know, you're going through something where like violence
but
was
you did.
invoked.
But you did. That's the, I guess, and now we're kind of maybe getting into too much talking about it, but
Well, people
the own
claim
it
that I
part-
waited too long or whatever, but meanwhile, I'm quite literally hiring extra security at my shows. I'm quite literally like making sure metal detectors are there. Like there is another level to this that people don't realize till they've been through it. And there is a reason why I waited.
Yeah.
And frankly, like, yeah, I was not super well. When and if I talk about the whole thing, the problem with cancel culture is if it's not absolutist, it comes off across as defensive, right?
Right.
Should we talk about your big update?
Yeah. So I did my hike. I did it. 5 days out in the wilderness.
And how did your knee hold up?
It was good. So,
Wow, ableist. That is crazy.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
is
say,
so
that's really
fucked
insensitive.
up. That's so.
Ashley, have you considered physio?
Bro, you want to hear something nuts?
Yeah.
Here's a little CPT that I can do.
Uh-huh.
When I was at the beginning of this, the very beginning of this, and my physical therapist worked with me for a year and we couldn't make progress. Mm-hmm. She said to me, some people just want to be in pain.
Oh, no.
Now, to be fair to her, we didn't have the diagnosis. We didn't know what was going on. But, like, the amount pride and ego can get in the way of medicine is crazy. You don't have the answer, so you're just telling me that I want to be in pain. I mean, and I tried to have it out with her. I was like, I am in therapy, and like I am a person who is self-aware of, self-destructive tendency, things like that. But I can assure you this is not that. Like, I've lived a life without pain, and now I have pain.
Wow.
I had this injury. And she was like, well, it's subconscious. So, like, you wouldn't be able to know. And I was like, so she, like, just undermined the entire.
You are such a powerful manifester. That's crazy. You are so powerful.
Well, the thing is, she undermined the entire concept of
Not
therapy.
even consciously. Subconsciously.
You
Can you imagine?
Subconsciously manifested EDS. That's God tier manifestation.
I gave myself a genetic condition. But can you believe that? I mean, as someone who's going to be a therapist, Alayna, can you imagine someone just being like, well, therapy doesn't work? Like, that's flat out what she basically was implying to me. I mean, I don't think she meant it that way. I don't even realize. I think she was so blinded by her inability to help me that she was just like,
well, she had to make it your fault.
Yeah. It was crazy.
No, that's nuts. Well, and
that's crazy to say out loud.
Yes.
Like, you can think that, which is still fucked up, but to then say it out loud to the client
with confidence,
with
conviction,
in public too.
As a
this
professional,
wasn't like in an office. This was like there were other people were around, like doing leg lifts and like picking up marbles with their toes and shit. And she was like, "You just want to be in pain." I was like, I do not, ma'am. I have been.
Why am I here?
Yeah, I have been here 3 times a week for a year, bitch, while touring.
No.
Like, come on.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
that is
My
crazy.
bad. I'm glad your knee held up.
Yeah, I think it only held up though because it was a lot of flat. Like, it was a lot of beach walking. There was one day there was more up and down. We were like through the forest and it was like straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. And then it started to hurt, but other than that it held up. I wore my brace.
Good.
I tried to like be gentle and walk consciously with my knee in proper alignment.
So you guys like camped at night and then just walked all day?
Yeah. So
Oh,
like
that's oh my god. That's so
it
nice.
was I didn't know sorry, what'd you say? Did you say it was
I just said that's really nice.
Did you pitch tents or did you like do like campground like lean-tos?
No, we carried all of our stuff.
Wow,
so like
wow.
that's part of it. Like, we're carrying 35
Muscle
pound
mommy.
bags on our backs. Walking. The first day was like 12 and a half kilometers. Next day, 11 and a half. I don't know what that is in miles.
Crazy
I don't know
is what it
someone
is.
do the
5 or 6 miles.
7.5 miles.
Whoa.
So
Incredible.
yeah, like on a beach. Oh my god, it was very neat. So yeah, you wake up, you got all your shit on your back, you walk for hours and hours. But like, I think the where I had it wrong in my head is I kind of was picturing, I don't know where this would come from, but I was kind of picturing like you get up and then you walk and it's like a grind. Like, you got to get there, you got to go, you got to do it. Like, rise and grind, let's go.
Yeah.
You're not sprinting, but you're walking as fast as you can, you little baby bitch. Like, that's what I was kind of picturing.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more like, oh, you just kind of walk and then you stop. then have some snacks, and then you like walk for a bit, and then you stop and you like look at the ocean, and then you have some snacks, and then you like walk. Like it was so.
Are you familiar with the term
peaceful.
leisure, Alayna?
No, I don't think I have a lot of leisure in my day to day. I'm getting better at it, but I wasn't anticipating the combination of leisure and exercise. Like leisure plus movement simultaneously, not in my wheelhouse, right? So this was nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your favorite spot? Describe it vividly.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough. They were all great for different reasons. So everywhere that we camped, so basically you walk and you walk and you walk, right? And then you get to camp and you like set up all your stuff. And even this part is fun because it's like you've been carrying everything on your back, and it's so satisfying to set up everything you need to survive. Mm-hmm. Like your bed, your tent, your pillows, your sleeping bag, your cook stove, and like you make your dinner and have your water and like to do your little games, all this stuff that you need day to day to have it like on your back. So you set up camp, and every one of these camps was on the beach. So every single one, you literally wake up and like open up your tent and you're just seeing the ocean and like mountains in the distance.
Oh my
But
gosh.
one of the places that we camped was in this little cove, and we saw a whale. I know.
That's so cool.
I'd never seen a whale in the wild. We saw a whale. So that definitely was a highlight because it
What
was
kind
like,
of whale do you know?
I think it was a humpback whale.
Matt's favorite type of whale.
I love blue whales
Second
are my
only
favorite,
to
but I
the
do
megalodon.
love humpback whale.
I
Rank
saw
your
one.
whales,
That
Matt.
is so cool.
It was so
No,
cool.
it's just blue whale is like what I pay attention to.
not
that's 'cause
orcas.
it's the largest
Orcas are
mammal.
pretty incredible.
Yeah, they are pretty incredible, but they also make me sad.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched Free Willy one too many times as a
Okay.
kid, so.
Well, and yeah, there's just a lot going on.
With the orcas.
Hike up, hike. The hike was so good.
Ashley, can you manifest us like up a little bit? Like maybe
Yeah,
just-
you know, it's weird that I'm such a powerful manifester, but I've only manifested EDS. But I guess it is my subconscious, so it's like my subconscious is manifesting it, and I don't really have a lot of control over, like,
Yeah.
What
you
it's
probably
manifesting?
manifested Jen though. If this is your power.
I will say my friend said something to me about Jen the other day that I have been wanting to share.
Okay.
Maybe not on the podcast. Mac, did we lose you? Well, it sounds like your trip went really well, Alayna.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alayna, do you make your own coffee at home?
I do. Yeah.
I'm thinking about buying an espresso machine.
That's what we have. We have like a Breville.
Is it pods or you like
No.
do the
You do the thing. It's like it's incredible.
Is it life
The amount of money you save on coffee.
That's what I'm thinking. And also I
Yeah.
can like offer it to guests that come for the pod.
Yeah. It's like nice coffee.
Are you back?
You're back.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay.
You're back.
I just wanted to make sure that you guys didn't not know that I left and think that I was just sitting here staring at you, because we've had occasions of that and it's super awkward.
No, we knew. But actually, you were gonna say something, but then
So
you
this
said
is
not
so
on the
cute.
podcast?
Can I share this really cute thing?
Yeah. But for the podcast?
What else would it be for?
Didn't you just say it's not for the you want to share, but maybe not on the podcast?
No, I didn't say that. If I did say that, I did not mean it. And run back the tape, Danny. My friend said something to me about Jen the other day that I have been wanting to share. Maybe not on the podcast.
And subconscious manifesting? You're
Subconscious
manifesting that you
manifesting.
don't say it on the podcast?
Well, this is so cute.
Okay.
You know, Jen and I took a break for a year, and we didn't know it was a break because she was incredibly thoughtful about me being ready for marriage and her not being ready for marriage, and she didn't want to lead me on, but I think, you know, she was still in love with me the whole time. But it's funny, my friend Jamie, I was like telling my friend Jamie, we just had such a, I just love New York City like comedy nights where like I'm with all of my friends, we're all on a show together, or like hanging out around the show, and then at like 1 a.m. we go to a diner or like a pizza place and we just hang out and we make each other laugh until like 3 a.m. Those are my favorite. Like, I love comedy so much, and that is probably the part of comedy that I love more than anything, is like being able to hang out with my friends, and my friends are literally the funniest people on the planet.
Of course, yeah.
So we're at this pizza shop, and there's someone who doesn't really know about me and Jen, and they asked, and I mentioned that we had, I always feel a little self-conscious about the age gap, even though she's 27, so it's like not like a, you know what I mean? But I do feel you feel self-conscious, like that people are going to judge you or whatever, and so I mentioned that, and I mentioned that was like part of why we took a break. And then my friend Jamie said who just did my podcast, my friend Jamie said the sweetest thing. He goes, yeah, but like you didn't seem worried at all the entire time. You were like, oh, we're going to get back together. There's no question. And I was like, it took me back to that time because I was really sad and lonely, but I also really did like feel that I knew that we would, but you never say that out loud.
Did you know, or did you manifest it?
Exactly.
Alayna was thinking it too.
I was thinking it too.
Dude, you are so powerful.
I'm so powerful.
You're more powerful than you realize.
I'm incredibly powerful.
Could you maybe do something about the hurricane in Florida?
Consciously?
I have their ethics to having this amount of power. You should know this, Max. You're into superheroes. Yeah, there are ethics, and I cannot interfere with Mother Nature. That's another hero's like thing. Right, I can only really work within the realm of love or chronic illness.
Wait, hold on.
They are the same.
Would it be fair to say that mine and Mac's relationships have flourished since starting this podcast?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my gosh, me and my girlfriend ended long distance after we started this podcast. Like way after, but still after.
Moved in together. Whoa.
It just gets increasingly more fuckboy.
Yeah. We do not need a Hey Mama's Lesbian with this strong of manifestation powers. Yeah, that is extremely dangerous.
You manifested your threesome.
I did. I manifested my threesome.
Okay, this is...
Okay.
Are we onto something?
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Actually...
Someone had me do that pose in Sacramento. They wanted me to do that pose for a photo in the meet and greet. Yeah, it was fun.
Actually.
Wait.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else from my hike.
What was the hardest part?
The hardest part. Well,
mentally
like,
and
physically. Well,
yeah.
Physically walking for that long on a beach with like loose gravel. It was essentially like loose gravel walking, which was very intense.
Yeah.
With like 35 pounds on your back.
Damn. How are your calves?
I am maybe for the first time in my life getting leg definition.
Are you muscle mommying?
I'm trying a little bit.
Oh my gosh, Alayna the muscle mommy.
And then we thought we were going to run out of fuel at the end. We realized we didn't bring enough fuel. So
what is that? What do you mean? And why are you saying it like that?
I mean that the person, I'm not going to name any names, but the person who was in charge of fuel miscalculated how much fuel we would need.
What is fuel?
You need it to power your little stove, to cook your food, to boil your water, to make coffee, like to live.
Alayna, as kind of czar of your relationship, I would say,
and supreme manifester of all things. Supreme manifester.
That's a couple levels up from girl boss.
There's chronic illness.
There's girl boss, and then there's proud gay disabled woman, and then there's supreme manifester. Yeah. Alayna, don't throw your girlfriend under the bus.
It wasn't her. She would never.
Well, it wasn't. Were your parents there?
No, it was me, her, and 3 other people who are close to us.
Okay, I was about to say your dad.
So how
could
did you guys
never.
fuck in the tent?
Stop it, Ashley. Quietly. Stop it. Just kidding. Just kidding. I can't have that in. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, just kidding.
That was like the best thing you've ever said.
No. Just kidding. No, so it was like day 3 of 5, and we were like, this is like not very much fuel left, and we still need to eat and, live for a little while longer. So what we ended up doing, we had this whole discussion around what we were gonna skip, like what was priority, and of course, like,
Wow, you were
food.
going Donner Party, like full Donner Party. And then you were like, what meals you're going to skip? And then, like, who gets eaten,
Yeah, pretty much.
Quietly.
But stop, Mac. Oh no.
That was really good. That was really good.
I can't.
Mac, I
can't
almost
do
think
this.
you saw that coming before I even said eaten.
I debated
as
saying it.
As soon as I said Donner Party, you were like, I know where this
you
is
didn't
going.
hesitate. I didn't hear any hesitation.
I wasn't gonna say it, and then I think I felt this like external pull. I feel like Ashley maybe
Ashley
manifested that I say
manifested
that.
that joke
Yeah.
out of you.
Yeah.
But basically, we ended up coming up with a genius idea where, because we figured we had enough fuel to boil one more pot of water. And so what we did was in the morning, we boiled one giant pot of water and then pre-made our meals and carried them. So then we carried them the rest of the day. Well, I didn't. My girlfriend carried mine, which I only realized later was like really heavy actually. So then I felt bad. And then just like had them lukewarm, soggy old meals that were pre-made. But then we got to have coffee and dinner. So it was a win.
That's really cool. That sounds like an adventure.
Well, get your goddamn podcast. Get your passport. Get your goddamn
To get into
passport.
Canada, you actually
Yeah.
have to have a podcast.
To get into Canada, you have to have a gay podcast. You,
You
have to be
have
doing
a
the
gay
work.
podcast. Especially if you're coming from Florida. No, but seriously, get your passport and come do one.
Okay, can I ask you guys an actual question about my passport? Like, no
Yes.
judgment. Like, seriously,
Go
question.
to the U.S. government website.
Okay, no,
you
I
piece
seriously,
of
like, this is
shit.
the reason that I haven't done it now.
Okay.
Because obviously my address will be in California. But
Yeah.
I will not be there for a little while because our move-in date got pushed again. But I don't want to talk about it because I'm really stressed about it.
Okay.
But
I knew they were going to do this to you, Mac.
I won't. I knew they were going to do this too.
You got to get out
Didn't
of
we
the
all
apartment.
just have a feeling?
That
I
is
think
not.
we might.
I knew it
we're
wasn't
thinking
normal from
about
the
looking-
beginning, and you should get a new apartment.
Oh. The forms that are already filled out are from Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just like go get a picture and then send it from Florida, even though
Yeah,
my
I don't think
address
it
is from
matters.
Missouri, but my future address is going to be different?
It doesn't matter because they last for 10 years. People
Yeah,
move
you
all
don't
the time.
put your address.
Oh, so it doesn't matter at all.
on the
then.
No, it doesn't
passport.
matter. It's
No.
just it says which state issues the passport, but you're welcome to use it even after you've
Yeah.
moved.
And
Yeah.
it's fine if it doesn't matter if it gets mailed from Florida. I guess
No.
that wouldn't matter.
No one is
Okay,
checking
well,
where you
that's
mailed
good
it
to
from.
know.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, this is like impossible to Google. Like every time I was trying to Google it,
Well,
thought
because
I
it
meant
fully
something
doesn't
else.
matter, and you're the only person who cares about it.
That
That you're the
happens a
only
lot.
person who's ever Googled this. Wait, guys, can we pause for a second? I just
Yeah.
I have to think really deeply about something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Oh, I can feel it happening. Something's happening.
Okay.
Something. Did Mac just get her passport?
Without submitting any of the forms.
I'm engaged? Wait a minute. Where'd that come from?
Ugh.
Well,
Ugh.
We didn't do
take
a question.
Final thing. Don't you think that me and Mattia's last hurrah should be us going on Wipeout?
What's
Yes.
Wipeout?
I do.
Don't you think that me and Mattia should be on Wipeout?
I think you and Mattia should be on Wipeout.
What is that?
That is what I'm saying. Wipeout is a game,
It's a game show.
How How do you describe Wipeout?
It's
Somebody that
like
doesn't know
American Ninja Warrior. Have you seen American Ninja
Oh,
Warrior?
yeah.
But
Yeah.
for
But, like, funny.
non-athletic people, ridiculous like obstacles over
Yeah.
water, and people
Yeah.
just
You
kind
Should
of like
absolutely
it's
be on
giant
Wipeout.
and
Should we be on
foamy
Wipeout?
and ridiculous.
Yes.
In fact, it might be older than American Ninja Warrior, and maybe American Ninja Warrior is athletic Wipeout, and actually
Oh.
Yes.
I fucked up there. It's possible.
Wipeout
or
is
the
so
egg?
old. Like the first episodes are like 5 pixels.
I feel like you should go on actual Ninja Warrior.
I would love to see
I
Mac
would
on.
love to.
The
do
thing is,
that.
Mac has no height. Mac doesn't have the. I'm
Mac
so
has-
sorry.
Yeah,
Aren't you tall?
but tall.
Yeah, you're like
Alayna, taller than you is not tall. Okay.
I'm not even
Respectfully.
sure that she's taller than you, but
But here's
height
the
is a
thing.
huge advantage on that show because you're constantly having to leap and grab.
My
things.
vertical.
oh,
That's
say
all.
no more.
That's
You have
all.
really good vertical.
I have a pretty good vertical.
I think everyone wants to see you jump on this podcast.
Yeah, I'd like to see your vertical.
Join the Patreon. I'll be posting a video of me jumping up and down. That's hilarious.
Which, speaking of, patreon.com/chosenfamilypodcast. If you want to get your questions answered, that's where we pull them from. We also do bonus episodes over there, for real. So go sign up, support the show.
For
That is
real,
how we
not
make
for
this.
fake
Yeah.
bonus episodes. For real bonus
It
episodes.
is, and that's how we make this. Like that's how this show is
Yeah.
possible. Is from the
And
Patreon.
comment on this video if you guys want me to do American Ninja Warrior. That's all.
Mac, I feel like me and Ashley kind of dominated this episode.
we did.
But
Well, you
dominate
guys have
the
a lot
episode.
more going on.
Sounds like you have a lot going on.
I have nothing going on besides just being stressed because I'm really like out of. I can't get into a routine because I don't. have
You're
a home
traveling
right
all
now.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
really
that's
tough
good.
to have routine when you're moving around all the time.
Yeah. It sucks, but it's also comforting.
Imagine doing that as a
because
proud gay disabled woman,
I
Full time.
full time.
I don't even think I could manifest myself to that place.
You
I
don't
don't
think
think
you
I'm-
can manifest EDS?
You don't
Have
actually
tried
need to
really hard?
manifest it. You
I
just
don't think I'm strong
walk in
enough.
front of a bus.
Oh no! Oh no! What do we have for dinner?
Teeth from the accident.
Stop.
We had
Bone broth.
Alayna's soggy hike
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, this
Sorry,
was
I
very
made
much
that sound
a
so unappealing. I
Getting
didn't.
Hi. It
getting
was
back
still
into
yummy.
it kind of episode.
It was still delicious.
Listener, what do you think we had to eat for dinner?
I would have another one of those pad thais. Backpacker's pantry. Delicious.
Okay, and like the dry food
Yeah.
that you rehydrate,
Yeah.
so good. I used
So
to buy
good.
those from Bass Pro and eat them.
So good.
There's one that's like it's like a chicken pot pie. Oh my god, it's delicious. It's so good.
I could go pad thai. I think it's called katsuman curry because those are two vegan ones. Delicious.
Well, that's what we had for dinner.
Did you get
And I am full.
mine? This is gonna sound stupid, but mine is mac and cheese. I just like mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
classic.
That's good. My stomach just rumbled.
And
Oh.
Crazy Jane salt. Did you guys ever have Crazy Jane salt?
What's that?
No.
I don't know, but when I went to camp, that was like what we put on the mac and cheese, and it was so
Crazy
good.
Jane salt?
with a K. Jane's Crazy Seasonings.
Oh.
Let's look at this, and it's like a seasoned salt type of deal. And where are the fucking ingredients?
I don't
Salt,
think salt has ingredients.
herbs
generally.
and spices,
Yeah, salt is
dehydrated
salt.
onion. That's why
Salt
we used
is
it.
Where's the
ingredient.
ingredients list on this salt?
It's a seasoned salt, you uncultured pieces of shit. It's a rub. It's a spice rub.
Thanks for listening.
And if you knew
everybody. Love
anything
you.
about
We love
cultures
you.
that have to
Bye.
preserve their meats, okay? Slow cooking, you
There's
would
an
know about a
ingredients
rub.
List. There's an ingredients list.
Let me read it to you.
What's the calorie count on that salt?
Ingredients,
What
salt.
are the macros?
Alayna, stop interrupting. You're interrupting a gay disabled woman, okay? And my stress level is directly correlated to my pain. All right. Salt, herbs and spices, dehydrated onion, dehydrated garlic. Okay? Get the fuck out. That was
What is
4 or
herbs
5
and
ingredients.
spices? Herbs
They're
and
herbs
spices.
and spices, Alayna.
That needs an ingredients list.
They don't have to give away their secret recipe, okay?
What's the point of an ingredients list if you're not going to list the ingredients?
You don't know about Coca-Cola? The greatest company in American history.
Wow.
And their secret ingredients list?
No, I don't.
Cocaine.
No. Guys, I don't like that I'm being gaslit right now. It says herbs and spices on a lot of different things, okay? You've just never read
Okay.
the ingredients list because you guys never check
my
the
salt?
expiration date
No.
because you guys will eat fucking anything out of the fridge.
That's true.
That's really what this is about.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's about a
Why are
curious
you
mind
grouping me
and a
in with
growth
her?
mindset. What?
Don't call me her. I'm right here. This is like the group chat all over again.
This is where, okay, can I just say
No,
something?
you don't know what it was like in the group chat.
This is where I love to live. I love, like, this. I love humor like this. It
Yeah.
is my favorite.
Yeah.
And the fact that people take this seriously makes me really angry. For real angry. Not for
Yeah.
fun angry when I'm screaming ingredients off of a Crazy Jane. Screaming ingredients off of Crazy Jane is
Yeah.
the funniest thing.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That
so funny.
Dunkin' cup is a paid actor right now.
What?
Dunkin' Donuts is a paid actor, she said.
It's a stunt double, actually. I'm actually shaking. I'm shaking a listener that is commenting how angry I am and how they don't like it. I'm just shaking them.
For real.
Guys, we're gonna get shit on because in this time we could have taken a question.
Okay. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody. See you next week. We love you. Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, Alayna Joy, and Mac Ingemi. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Mariah Nicholas. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.
Forever.